Hi, this is Samantha from Grounded Visions Wellness. I am an integrative wellness practitioner and I help people to find emotional freedom within. Today, I am going over the lessons in A Course in Miracles, and we are working on lesson 5. A miracle is merely a shift in perception from fear to love. And lesson 5 talks about I'm never upset for the reason I think. And that is really important. One of the exercise it talks about is taking whatever you're upset about, a person, a situation, um, really anything, and saying, for example, I am not angry at blank for the reason that I think. I am not afraid of blank for the reason that I think. And this is really important because we really need to go deeper and get curious about the root causes for the upset. When I utilize integral eye movement technique that I use in my practice, we oftentimes will say to someone, this feeling that you're having, how strong is it? How familiar is it? And when is the first time that you can remember feeling this way? It might not be the first time it ever happened, but it's the first time you can remember now. We ask those things because typically when someone is having an abreaction, or when someone is angry at something, or when someone is having feelings about something, those oftentimes, often almost all the time, go back to something bigger and or some, maybe even not bigger, but something they go back to. So you might have felt this fear before, you might have felt this anger before. Even if it's a fraction of what you feel, you are projecting that onto what you're having happen in your actual world. And so when we start to recognize that you're not really upset for the reason that you think, maybe this has a deeper meaning, maybe there's a root cause, maybe there's a healing that needs to happen, whether it's generationally or within myself. Maybe there's old patterns that are happening that contribute to this, that are asking and calling for my attention. You can start to shift from being the victim of what's upsetting you to being curious and empowered to what this could be bringing you. You are shifting from being at effect and being at cause. If I'm not the problem, then there is no solution because I am essentially powerless. And being powerless can be really helpful. But at the same token, it's recognizing that these things that are happening, they're happening for us. These emotions that are coming up, these things that are being brought to the surface, we might not see them right away. We might just think we're upset or angry. And being able to see that maybe we're not upset for the reason that we think can loosen the grip on that to be able to help us to see from a different perspective. It also talks about that if you have a hard time where you're really so upset at someone and you can't necessarily say, I'm not angry at so and so for the reason that I think, you can also say, there are no small upsets. They're equally disturbing to my peace of mind. So I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purpose of these exercises, I will regard them all as the same. So what that means is that even a small upset versus a big upset are all things that we're storing in our body. I'd love to know what you think of lesson 5. So please comment below or share with me your thoughts and ideas.